Hi there, this is Parth and welcome to new video guys. In this video we are going to discuss about the NSA 5G network and the SA 5G network, and lots of guys have confusion regarding this because the 5G is just recently implemented specifically in India, and there are two types of network that are available in the right now. First is the SA network, SA type of 5G network, and the second one is the NSA type of 5G network. So what are the difference between these two, and what are the advantages that SA network offers if we compare it with the what you say NSA network, that we are going to discuss in this video. Now let's first talk about any networks infrastructure. For an example, we are right now using the 4G LTE network. There is a long-term evolution. So is in any kind of a network there is basically three or four fundamental components. For an example, if we take example of the 4G network, then we have a 4G base structure in which the 4G network will be going to implement, and then we have a 4G antennas which will what you say transmit that 4G signal to our devices, and finally we will be having the user point in the form of the television or the mobiles, tablets, and etc., which will receive these signals, and it will use it for the different purposes. So this is the basic arrangement for the any kind of what you say network infrastructure, be it a 5G, be it a 4G or 3G, anything. But now with the 5G, what happens is, as we all know, the 5 with the even what you say arrival of the 5G, we will be having a lot more high speed data and a lot more seamless experience if we talk about the online gaming and stuff. So definitely this all requires much more what you say bandwidth, and it will be a increase in the costing if we compare it eventually. So what network providers like Airtel, Jio has done is they are right now not implementing full-fledged 5G network. For an example, if I say that this is the 4G network and this is the 5G, then NSA type of a 5G network is sits in between the 4G and the 5G, which is actually 5G network, but it is not a full-fledged 5G. So NSA stands for the non-standalone, which means that this network is not the fully 5G, but still it can provide the much better data speeds if we compare it with the 4G LTE networks. The advantage that network providers in this standalone type of a 5G network is that they can actually build the 5G network on the what you say fundamental or base of the 4G network. That is the main difference, because if you want to upgrade to the what you say SA 5G network, that is the standalone 5G network, then you have to completely overhaul your what you say network system and network architecture, which will be a pretty much costly if you directly jumping and directly upgrading from the 4G to directly 5G standalone network as far as the what you say network providers go. So there in the to compete in the market and to stay in the market, will slowly first what you say start developing the 5G network on the base of the 4G network, and that will provide much more cost effective solutions to the network providers and to the end user as well. Yes, there are some limitations with the NSE 5G network. For an example, if you talk about the data speeds, then yes, it can provide the much faster and much better data speeds, much better downloading and uploading speeds if we compare it with the 4G, but still if you compare the non-standalone network with the standalone network, then the data speeds of the standalone 5G network which will be much better. And also the if we talk about the in the field of a medical and online gaming and stuff, so where the bandwidth and the data speeds are required are much larger than the what you say normal 4G or the NSA 5G, then the 5G SA standalone 5G network will be going ahead in comparison to the non-standalone network. Now let's talk about SA 5G network, which is SA stands for the standalone 5G network. As I have said, it is a much better and the full-fledged version of the 5G network, in which you can get the zero latency and much less latency if you compare it with the both 4G and the NSA 5G, and also there will be a much better bandwidth, and also theoretically if you compare it with the non-standalone 5G network, then standalone 5G network will be can connect the 1 million of the what you say user points at the same time, which is a pretty much amount if you compare it with the 4G network or the non-standalone 5G network. But again, the cost of the implementing the standalone 5G network will be a much more higher if you compare it with the what you say non-standalone 5G network. So that is the biggest advantage, and right now we are seeing whatever network 5G network we are seeing in our smartphones, specifically in India, it is already a non-standalone 5G network. They will eventually starting to provide the what is a standalone 5G network, but it will take a lot more time if you ask me personally. But the advantage that standalone network has, it is a much more power efficient, as they only require to be connected with the 5G networks at the same time, whereas the non-standalone 5G network have to provide the power to both the 4G networks and the 5G networks simultaneously. So the power requirement of the non-standalone 5G network will be a much more higher than the what you found in the standalone 5G network. So guys, that was all about the standalone 5G network and the non-standalone 5G network. If you have still any doubts or questions, then do post it in the comment section below. I hope to see you in my next video, and if you have liked this video, then share and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, take care.